Welcome to the ultimate treasure hunt. If you've ever seen a coin stamped Elizabeth II Greg FD £1 Decus at Tutsman, don't blink, because you might be holding a secret fortune. This isn't just a pound. It could be the pound that changes your life. Stay tuned as we uncover rare coins, hidden mintage errors, and the jaw-dropping values behind ordinary-looking UK change. Hit that like button, subscribe, and let's dive into the world of coin. Welcome to the ultimate treasure hunt. If you've ever seen a coin stamped Elizabeth II Greg FD £1 Decus at Tutsman, don't blink, because you might be holding a secret fortune. This isn't just a pound. It could be the pound that changes your life. Stay tuned as we uncover rare coins, hidden mintage errors, and the jaw-dropping values behind ordinary-looking UK change. Hit that like button. You could be holding a silent treasure in your hands. An ordinary-looking coin with the inscription Elizabeth II, DG Reg FD Nemo Me Impune Lacicit 2001 pound. But this isn't just a pound. It's a crown jewel from Britain's modern coinage, a rare 2000 Scottish £1 that hides its enormous value in plain sight. At first glance, it may look like everyday currency, but this coin carries historical firepower, symbolic weight, and minting mysteries that have placed it at the top of elite collectors' lists. In the wild world of rare UK coins, this specific issue has become a shining beacon of value. And yes, it's worth far more than its face suggests. Let's start with the inscription that makes numismatists raise their eyebrows. Nemo Me Impune Lacicit, Latin for "No one provokes me with impunity." This fierce Scottish motto is engraved boldly along the edge of the coin, declaring the nation's pride and independence. Coupled with the Queen's regal profile on the obverse, this coin is a testament to the strength of the United Kingdom's identity during the turn of the millennium. And while millions were minted for circulation, only a tiny fraction have survived in high-grade mint condition, or with rare minting errors that skyrocket their value into 6 and even 7 figures. Imagine discovering a 2000 Scottish £1 where the edge inscription is misaligned, double-punched, or entirely missing. These so-called mule errors or misstrikes are not fantasy. They are real, and they're in the hands of lucky collectors who once thought they had nothing but spare change. A documented example of a £1 coin with a mismatched edge, an incorrect die pairing sold for tens of thousands of pounds at a UK auction. When you pair this with the growing market of global coin collectors, especially those fixated on the legacy of Queen Elizabeth II, you begin to see why this coin is a ticking vault of value. The 2000 edition stands out because it was part of the closing chapter of the regional coin series that began in 1984. By the time the Scottish Thistle reappeared, collectors were primed, watching each new issue like hawks. But even among the regional pounds, the 2000 coin became especially desirable, not only for its symbolism, but for its design precision. The reverse, created by heraldic artist Edgar Fuller, features the proud red lion rampant of Scotland, encircled in a royal diadem. Yet the coins that slipped past strict royal mint quality checks, those with anomalies, became accidental masterpieces. What makes this coin more explosive in today's market is the timing. As we move deeper into a post-Elizabethan era, demand for her earlier currency has surged. Collectors worldwide want coins from her reign, especially ones tied to distinct national identities like this Scottish issue. Combine that with proof specimens, those special collector versions struck in limited quantities with mirror-like finishes, and you have coins that routinely fetch over $100,000, depending on grade, rarity, and provenance. And that's just the beginning. There's growing buzz about a very limited number of presentation coins from this issue that were distributed in sets or given to officials, some with differences in metal content or slightly different inscriptions. If you come across a 2000 £1 coin that feels heavier or has a deeper strike, get it authenticated immediately. You may have stumbled across a specimen that hasn't yet made the headlines, but will shake the coin world to its core. The demand isn't just driven by British collectors, either. Markets in Canada, Australia, the UAE, and Asia are hungrily buying up Elizabeth II-era coins as cultural investments. These coins are more than metal. They're symbols of empire, legacy, and shifting history. That 2000 Scottish £1 in your drawer? It could be worth more than your car, your house, or your entire savings account. And the best part? Most people don't even know what they're holding. So before you spend, trade, or even clean a coin with that bold lion design and that unmistakable Latin motto, stop. Examine it. Have it assessed. Because in the whirlwind world of numismatic treasures, this coin might be the one that changes your life forever. Don't let it go for less. You could be holding Britain's next millionaire-making coin, and all it takes is the right collector with the right knowledge to turn it into a fortune. The 1991 Elizabeth II DG Reg FG £1 coin from the Tutankhamun Egyptian crowned Decus set is one of the most elusive and misunderstood treasures ever released under the UK numismatic umbrella. Often overlooked by casual collectors and hidden in forgotten coin folders, this coin isn't just a relic from the early 90s, it's a silent powerhouse of history, rarity, and value. With design elements that echo a deeper fascination for global civilizations and British royal symbolism, this coin is far more than currency. It is a bridge between worlds, between ancient Egypt and modern Britain, and it's now turning heads in today's collector markets for all the right reasons. Imagine stumbling upon a coin that doesn't simply represent monetary value, but carries the weight of ancient royalty, and then discovering that it's worth more than a luxury car, or even a house. That's exactly the situation for those who unknowingly possess this rare 1991 piece. As part of a special commemorative release, the Tutankhamun £1 was never meant for widespread circulation. It was minted in limited numbers, only accessible through specific presentation sets, most of which were either misplaced, damaged, or stored away without knowledge of their rarity. Today, only a handful of these coins remain in top-grade condition, making them incredibly sought after by serious collectors and high-stakes investors. The design of this coin is a breathtaking anomaly among UK currency. Unlike regular £1 coins from the era, this version stands apart due to its symbolic link to Egypt's most famous pharaoh, Tutankhamun. The obverse features the regal portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, surrounded by the inscription Elizabeth II DG Reg FD 1991, but the reverse design, often overlooked, features an artistic tribute to Egyptian royalty and ancient grandeur. This cross-cultural celebration was a rarity in UK minting history, and is believed to symbolize the enduring power and legacy of monarchies across time. Now, what makes this coin potentially worth a fortune is not just its age or design, but its inclusion in the Decus set, a bicentennial-style release that only a small number of collectors managed to secure at the time. Many of these sets were intended for global release, but were held back due to geopolitical changes or international packaging delays. That has left a mysterious fog around the actual number of surviving coins from this series. Any coin from this set, particularly the Tutankhamun £1, is believed to fetch tens of thousands, sometimes even hundreds of thousands of pounds, if found in uncirculated condition with proof-like quality. Add to this the fact that counterfeiters have tried and failed to replicate its detail and finish, and you begin to understand the legendary status this coin holds in elite numismatic circles. Experts agree that the few genuine specimens in the wild are essentially financial time bombs waiting to detonate in auctions. Their value doesn't just come from scarcity, it comes from a perfect storm of symbolism, artistry, limited mintage, and historical crossover. No other UK £1 coin ties in the ancient world with modern British identity in such a powerful and visual way. For collectors today, the hunt for the 1991 Tutankhamun £1 coin has become almost mythical. Social media forums, auction houses, and private dealers all buzz whenever one appears. This is not a coin that casually slips into circulation. It's one that sleeps for decades, only to emerge suddenly and send ripples across the coin-collecting world. If you have one, even in mildly circulated condition, don't sell it quickly or cheaply. Have it appraised by professionals, and preferably submitted to a top-tier grading service like NGC or PCGS to certify its condition and authenticity. Coin collecting is no longer a hobby limited to old cabinets and magnifying glasses. It's an investment class, a luxury pursuit, and in rare cases like this, a potential billionaire maker. Stories have emerged of unsuspecting families discovering these coins in old birthday gift boxes or inherited collections, only to realize they've been sitting on a treasure chest. That's the beauty and the risk of rare coins. You never know until you look. So, before you dismiss that odd-looking 1991 1-pound coin, take a closer look. If it's part of the Tutankhamun Deku set, you may just be holding one of the most valuable UK coins ever minted. And in a world where fortunes change hands in the blink of an eye, that small circle of metal could be your golden ticket. You're diving into the heart of one of Britain's most electrifying numismatic mysteries, the 1985 1-pound coin bearing the unmistakable inscription tied to Wales, Pleadiol Whiff I'm Gwlad, which translates as, True am I to my country. With Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse and this fierce patriotic motto on the edge, this isn't just a currency unit. It's a fierce symbol of loyalty, culture, and an astonishing fortune hiding in plain sight. If you've got this coin tucked away somewhere, brace yourself. It might be worth millions, not just for its face value, but for the story, rarity, and symbolic fire it carries. The 1985 Welsh 1-pound coin was the second issue in a groundbreaking, regional series, launched after the iconic 1984 Scottish Thistle Pound. Designed by the masterful Leslie Durbin, it features the leek, the national emblem of Wales, boldly centered within a regal coronet. But here's where things get pulse-quickening. Many of these coins, especially the early strikes and specific batches, exhibit mintage anomalies, misaligned inscriptions, off-metal errors, or rare proof versions that were never released to the public. And those rare strikes? They're the golden goose in the world of UK coin collecting. Imagine stumbling across a 1985 Welsh pound where the edge inscription is off-center, poorly struck, or missing altogether. Or worse yet, for everyday spenders, but better for collectors, it's a mule coin, minted with the wrong obverse or reverse die. These are not mint errors you can dismiss. These are jackpot triggers. In today's high-octane collector market, these flawed coins are fetching auction bids well into the six-figure range, and rumors persist that a perfect condition proof with a misprint has sold privately for over $1 million. But it's not just about the error coins. The perfectly struck 1985 1-pound, with a flawless edge inscription, and untouched surface, graded by professionals at MS66 or higher, is also worth far beyond its weight in gold. Because of increasing global fascination with Elizabeth II era, coins, especially those tied to British identity, coins that symbolize national pride, like this Welsh issue, are now collector cornerstones. Add the fact that Queen Elizabeth II's portrait here still uses the elegant Raphael Makhlouf effigy, and you have a coin that's historic, patriotic, and beautifully designed. Collectors across the world, from Dubai to Hong Kong to California, are now in bidding wars for iconic pound coins that were once pocket change. Why? Because only a finite number of these coins were minted, and fewer still survive in top condition. Most circulated versions have scratches, dings, or edge wear, but the one you might be holding, sealed in a box, stored in a jar, or slipped into an old wallet by your grandfather, could be one of the crown jewels of modern British coinage, especially if it carries the original Pleadiol Whiff I'm Gwlad inscription clearly and without damage. Numismatics isn't just about age. It's about symbolism, historical timing, condition, and collector demand. The 1985 Welsh pound ticks all these boxes. Its rarity is climbing rapidly in value thanks to increased awareness from major UK coin auctions and digital collector platforms. And with Elizabeth II's reign now fully closed in the pages of history, every one of her regional pound coins is becoming a legacy artifact, sought after by museums, institutions, and elite private collectors alike. So before you treat your 1985 1-pound coin like any old bit of change, examine it closely. Does it have an edge inscription? Is it perfectly centered? Are there any visible doubling effects on the Queen's name or the leak design? These details could multiply its value 1,000-fold. Coins with full provenance, grading, and verified anomalies are no longer niche collectibles. They are investment-grade assets, traded like gold bullion in elite coin circles. In the end, this isn't just about coins. It's about the stories they tell and the value they hold. The 1985 Welsh 1-pound stands as a proud sentinel of heritage and hidden wealth. If you've got one, you're not holding a coin. You're holding a ticket to fortune. So guard it, research it, and never let it go cheaply. In the ever-rising tide of collectible coin fever, this rare Elizabeth II gem might just be your pathway to overnight millionaire status.